Romancing the Dungeon is intended for mature audiences, as this show contains adult themes, but not like those kind of adult themes. Just sensitive stuff that some audience members may find upsetting. Content warnings for specific episodes can be found in episode descriptions.
Tell me why I'm so alone when I know you're here with me.
You're listening to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D podcast about heroes navigating their daily lives while looking for love in a world full of peril, monsters, and heartbreakers. Previously on Romancing the Dungeon.
Kyle heard back from my mum, by the way.
Weren't they on their way to Gilshire? They were supposed to be there with us for the trial with my sister.
You're in contact with Una. We've been trying to find her since Tezrev. Your mother is wanted.
Under what terms?
Murder. I will check in with the regiment. For now, Paisley has informed me of something happening in Littlehorn. The man believes you're best equipped for it. The town is under attack by some disgruntled giants.
Giants, probably. Come on, fine. Let's go have a chat.
There was mention of a mountain trail that's been closed this season. So why don't we start there?
And you'll come back to us with whatever you hear. We need to know.
But her family's okay.
As soon as I know, you'll know. Are you in?
Are you lonely, miserable, or just plain horny? Well, you've taken the first steps to solving your problems. At least your dating ones. Welcome to D8. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Dr. Roz Greypurse, founder, CEO, and esteemed love wizard. And as a brand new doctor, I feel qualified to offer unsolicited medical advice. And I'm proud to announce our brand new love clinic. Mend that broken heart with a transplant. Heal that burning desire with a medical salve. And for a limited time only, we're offering ex-partners of Nathaniel Obsidian McKnight free health screening and an aggressive course of antibiotics and counseling. Enough of that. Question time. Explain what weapon best describes your personality.
Is Eldritch Blast a weapon?
No.
My Eldritch Blast.
Give me an attack.
Got Roz. Oh, I missed the thing entirely. That's a 9.
Much like Eldritch Blast then.
Yeah, no, I missed her.
Just like your personality.
Oh.
Yep.
I think a weapon that best describes me is a good book. Romantic, fantasy, and full of adventure.
And boring.
I'm actually quite partial to a halberd. Devastating, but keeps people at arm's length.
I think I dated that guy.
I would say a rapier, because it's to the point.
Just put in the badumtish anywhere here. Anywhere here is fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm flattered. Honestly, I am. I think there's been a misunderstanding. You are going to, and I mean this, you're going to make someone very lucky someday. It's just not me. I'm not open to that sort of thing. Sort of realm and country first, and then look. Why don't I take you for a drink? Not in a just to say I feel bad that I'm just here to. This is getting awkward.
Look, I'm here for a sympathy drink, sympathy shag, just sympathy. You can call me sympathy.
Get it, Roz. Get it.
Oh yeah. We are heading up a mountainside. The four of you, Hephaesta, Fia, Kyle, and Ivan? Question mark? Nate? We don't know. Well, we do. We do.
We do know, yeah.
are accompanying Sebastian up the slopes of Matter of Fact Mountain. Having learned, or having discovered rather, that the random assortment of boulders that have fallen violently out of the sky over the last couple of days at the Nice Fest, not a natural weather phenomenon, and might possibly be the work of some disgruntled giants in the nearby slopes, hills, and woods. You have, at the request of Mayor Paisley Rivern, set out to maybe deal with it. And things are a bit frosty, not just because it's coming into winter and you are up the side of a mountain, but for some reason, Sebastian's giving the four of you a bit of the cold shoulder. As you are kind of following behind him, you do see a lot of red flags.
Is it just me?
It's just Hephaesta. I've been trying to tell you since season 1. But no, actual red flags kind of flapping and blowing in the wind that's kind of sweeping around the sides of the mountain. And there is a small fall of snow just kind of caught on that as well. And the flags are like, it's just a straight line up the slope. They're obviously markers. You know from the Nice Fest brochure and schedule that there was apparently supposed to be skiing and walks up along the slope, but for some inexplicable reason they had been cancelled. Everybody give me an athletics check.
I got an 8.
I got an 8.
15.
10.
Okay, so as you are climbing, and it's like your thighs are burning, you're kind of gasping for air a little bit, and Hephaesta, you're the first to go down. No.
Usually am.
Oh, this is staying in. This part's staying in.
You slip. It's what I meant. Again, your boot glances against some ice, and you don't find anything to grip onto, and you fall. And as you do, you grab onto Ivan's back for support, and you pull Ivan down. And as Ivan goes down, he reaches out, and you just grab Fia's arm, and Fia goes down. And as Fia slips, she reaches out for Kyle, and Kyle just sidesteps. and
Oh, good heavens.
And the three of you are like, it is that you're now wet. You got a couple scratches on you, and Sebastian has kind of stopped a couple of feet ahead and is just looking back at the four of you.
Ow, ow, ow. Why did you grab me? Ow.
Sorry.
Yes.
I get up and check myself off.
Help. And I just start like crawling through the snow.
Ivan will get up and I'll put a hand out too.
Oh, I grab it. And again, just ragdoll. You have to lift me off the ground.
She's useless outdoors.
It's happening.
Yeah, Sebastian's just there with like his fan fiction.
It's like a cycle.
Are the four of you actually cut out for this?
Absolutely.
Not snow people, strictly speaking.
No.
No, I don't like snow.
Never really dealt with it too much.
It was just that when we were in the tavern with Mayor River, you seemed quite confident about what you were.
Well, we're heroes. So this is our job, which we're very good at.
No.
It's just the snow's a bit cold.
Well, actually, I was wondering, do any of us speak giant?
No.
So are we just going here to murder some giants? How are we going to negotiate?
And Sebastian holds up a little kobold paw. I can speak for us.
See, perfect.
Okay. Nope, that's fine. Well, consider us the muscle. Just put us on flat, dry ground and we're good to go.
Yep.
Which I'm sure there's plenty of here on the side of the snow-laden mountain.
Well, like the top of it's probably like flat, right?
Yeah.
Just big flat
Okay, well, we'll see.
platform like at the top.
Okay, we'll ask if they could put that in for the heroes.
Do you think they could do that?
Great.
Perhaps we continue on up the path for fear of freezing to death out here before we get pummeled to death by giants on the side of the mountain.
I think that's a very good idea, yes.
He rolls his shoulders and just lets out kind of a sigh, and you see it. It's just his breath gets caught. It's that steam and condensation that just kind of rolls out of him, and there is a very audible sigh that echoes around the mountain for that briefest of moments. Kyle, where you sidestepped, you've actually brushed into something, and there's like a placard here that's just fixed into the mountain.
He brushes off the snow.
You have found a matter of factoid.
He leaves immediately. No. He reads it. He stops to read it.
It's a small wooden rectangular plaque with a sheet of paper pinned or nailed to it. There's a very happy looking snowman that you recognize as the Nice Fest mascot on it, just kind of giving a wave with a little speech bubble coming outside of his head. And it reads, "A mountain is steep sloping sides and sharper rounded ridges and a high point called a peak or a summit."
He squints a little bit and tries to spot the word plateau or...
There is a little number, there's just a number 1 beside it.
Oh, good, there'll be more.
This is only the first mountain. Gods. There's little... What's this actually used for? The mountain, Sebastian? All the flags and whatnot, they're not just decoration.
What's the purpose of a mountain? Geographically, or...
There's a deeply murderous part of Kyle that rises up inside. And there is I think he is visibly suppressing it when he says, no, the flags and the placards and the matter of factoids and...
I'm not from here.
All right, some guide you are then.
I'm here to make sure the 4 of you don't die. Flags up a mountain, most likely the trail. If we follow the flags, we might find something.
Okay then.
And I'm assuming the random little placards are for the tourists.
Okay, great. Thanks. Now we know.
You're welcome. Okay, I don't know why this is weird between us. All those things that we said earlier on.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, Sebastian. I thought you were someone else. We had been pursued by someone, and I thought that maybe that person was back at it again. So sorry. It was the rudeness was unintentional. It was aimed at someone else entirely.
Kyle, I say this with nothing but respect. I will accept your apology. When my nipples can stop cutting glass, can we please find the giants and get off the mountain?
Ivan's just going to lean into Hephaesta and go, terribly sorry again, I'm still catching up with everything here. Is it just me or is there quite a bit of sexual tension?
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely... Yeah, spot on. Yeah,
okay,
something was going to happen.
I just don't want to,
step
on any toes.
You should encourage it, actually. I think you should.
At the nipples cutting glass.
Quietly,
I do right by love,
Yeah. I wince a little bit and I'm like, yeah, do the right thing. Yeah.
He feels that, scowls at Ivan, and then turns back and summons a firebolt in his hand at the nipples cutting glass comment. He's like, Do you have a torch or anything with you?
He just reaches, because he's always carrying a big backpack. Ever since you've seen him with Commander Groff, it's always, and like that he does he throws out some wine glasses, champagne flutes, tumblers for wine glasses, usually a lot of drinking vessels.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared and in serious need of a drinking vessel. But a couple of decanters later, he has pulled out a small torch.
He goes and leans in over Sebastian and cups his hands gently over the torch and waits for it to catch.
My nipples, thank you.
Your nipples are welcome.
And he just presses on. Anybody else doing anything at this point?
As we're working our way up, can I kind of pull Fia and myself to the back of the line?
Yank her by the hair.
What? Oh, sorry. So,
Act natural.
okay. And Fia gets very stiff.
Do you remember? And I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on the rest of the group to make sure they're not paying attention to this.
No, they're all making dick jokes at the top.
Perfect. Just what I expected to be happening. Do you remember when we were? I told you there was the fortune teller, and I thought it was a sham, but it's not a sham because our siblings are missing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He told me something else, and I can only trust you and Kyle with this right now. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody we've met recently is not trustworthy.
Well,
It has to be Ivan, right? It has to be.
maybe, I don't know, but still have to keep him safe in a way so we can get Nate back into that body.
No. I'm sure the body, yeah, but I'm just saying, be wary. I'm going to sneak up to Kyle. I'm going to tell him the same thing. We have to be wary of Ivan. It has to be Ivan.
Okay.
Okay. Now, re-assimilate to the group naturally.
I walk very... Pretty much, I walk very rigidly back up to where I was.
Books and love and trauma and...
And I like my brother, but everyone thinks he's a dick.
Stop calling me out.
I like the new theme song. I don't know what...
It's Fia!
Fia and Hephaesta, you catch up. It's not that hard. The group haven't gotten that far ahead. Ivan seems to be trying to float that sexual romantic energy between Kyle and Sebastian, apparently, that exists, and he's trying to stoke those flames.
Nice.
What would that look like?
I think for the minute it's just going to be observation.
Okay, Hephaesta, you see Ivan hanging back, letting kind of Kyle and Sebastian chat, and there's not a lot of it. You've noticed the slope, it's not particularly steep right now. I mean, it's challenging, but it's not you're not gripping on to haul yourselves up or anything. Everybody give me perception checks.
26.
11.
Natural 20, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
21.
perceive that sexual attention.
Yeah. Three of you, the slope is actually leveling out a little bit. You're finding yourselves a little less taxed by the climb, and it's still slippery. You're still doing that whole oh god, I slipped, my foot's gone, I died. No, wait, I'm fine. I'm still alive. I'm still attached to the ground. Ivan, Fia, and Kyle, where the slope starts to level up and kind of in front of you, again, there is a thicket of trees, and you see several paths, clearly not natural. These have been laid here. Stone pathways that sort of cut between thickets of brush and tree, and just some way up in the distance, about 60 feet, you see a campfire. Hephaesta, you've wandered over to another plaque.
Great.
Because you didn't see the campfire that's glowing up in front of you, but you spotted a plaque.
No, not at all. Yep.
Roll a d4 for me.
Okay. 2. Oh god.
You're matter-of-fact-toid. You are on a mountain.
I just kick the sign and walk away.
You give the stupid plaque a kick. Your foot hurts a little bit. When you do, though, one of the tacks comes loose slightly. The parchment that's pinned there with that delightful fact on it has come loose, and it's flapping in the breeze. And you can see another piece of paper underneath it.
Ooh, I peel it off.
Like a sticker.
I have no respect for this town.
Or anything.
Well, it's fair enough.
Underneath, as you kind of peel back the first layer, it's another matter of factoid.
Yes, it is. What did I think it would be?
And this one also says that you were on a mountain. But they have it's the same fact. It's the same shape paper and everything, like all of it, like the little design. The only difference, the one you're holding, the first one, the one you peeled away, has the nice fest snowman. This one has a frost giant mascot.
Ooh. I'm going to take the one I peeled off back to the group and just hand it to them. And that's all I share.
Okay.
Very good, Heffy.
I'm on a mountain.
Yes, you are.
It's a factoid, you asshole.
Okay, what are we supposed to do with it though?
Oh, there was another one under it. So this is like the festive one, and the other one was just... This has a snowman, the other one has a giant on it. And...
So this was over the one with the giant on it then?
Yeah. Do you think they're mad because they were the mascots and now they're not?
Or this is like their place.
Oh.
And then these guys all gentrified it.
Oh.
With jam and stuff.
Don't knock on the jam.
It wasn't very good jam.
You have jam?
The eye in the middle of your forehead just squints really angrily, Kyle.
I lean into Hephaesta and I'm like, are you sure that the fortune teller was on about Ivan? Because I don't know if I trust him now.
He just has really bad taste in everything. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
He is talking to Ivan. He's like, did I tell you it might explode? Did I tell you I might just blow up or something?
The eye?
Yeah. Yeah, might just be dead by the end of the day.
Sorry, what?
Fun.
Why are you being so dramatic?
No, something catastrophic is going to happen when this wears off.
Sebastian, would you have any advice here for Kyle? He's quite upset.
You're the holy warrior. You heal me.
Are you damaged?
What's your damage?
I think it's a lovely addition.
Not if it blows up.
He's going to have to buy a new pair of glasses, I would imagine.
There's a clear, sharp whistle because Sebastian abandoned the four of you and just headed over to the campfire. Quite brazen about the whole thing, and you see him kind of standing at the edge of this clearing, and then he just waves at the four of you. I think I found something.
I link arms with Kyle and drag him over to Sebastian.
Is everybody going over?
Yeah.
Sebastian is standing just outside the glow of the campfire, and they're huddled around it. You all see two half-elves and an Erganassi, like all bundled up together for warmth. They're all wearing snowsuits, but the half-elves are wearing a lime green and a sun orange. The Erganassi also in a fairly thick snowsuit, but it's tie-dye and it's kind of got rainbow colors on it. They all have goggles just kind of up over their heads, and they're kind of just half shivering in front of the campfire. And the Erganassi kind of like just steps forward. He's shaved head, but with like a slick mop of curls that are rolled back into like a kind of a curly little mohawk, and kind of very, very light cerulean green skin, piercing white eyes. Gnarly. You guys are like the rescue people for the mountain?
No.
Sure, the bottom's that way.
Great, we couldn't find it. It was really difficult.
Do you need rescued?
Well, myself and Cody and Blake, we're fine. We're hey, sorry, Tanner, and he holds his hand out to you, Ivan.
Ivan, a pleasure.
Oh, radical. And same thing to you, Kyle. Tanner.
Yep. Kyle. Yeah, got the time. Yep. Kyle.
Oh, not a handshaking. Okay, fist bump.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Slightly declined, no thank you.
Peace. And then Fia, same to you. Hey.
Fia kind of leans back and just, hi.
Tanner. He just waves very slowly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Fia, be polite. Come on, please introduce yourself.
Shut up, Ivan.
Fia thinks you're very cute, Tanner.
Ivan! Shut around!
I can tell.
cool. Tanner.
Hephaesta. Sup?
Nothing.
Sick
with you?
suit.
Sick hair.
Thanks.
Where'd you get it? And the two twins just burst out laughing. Tanner and his friends, Cody and Blake, were explaining to me that they quite blatantly, against the rules, climbed the slope in hopes of busting some sick moves on the ice, and pow. And the three of them are just kind of nodding along.
That's cool. Stick it to the man.
Yeah. Two of their party have gone missing.
Less cool.
Yeah. Harper and Birdie are just, I feel really sad.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay to cry.
Do you need a shoulder to cry on?
Sure. And he just,
Not mine.
his head is straight away on your shoulder, Kyle.
Sidesteps.
Okay, his head is just slightly turned where you're.
Sidesteps and swaps himself with Fia.
Nice.
I freeze.
Yeah, it's so strange. Like, we saw all these red flags, and we just, against our better nature, we said, you know what? Follow the flags. Go with the flags.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
You've been up the mountain?
Proverbially, yeah.
I haven't been to Proverbial before. What's that? Is that cool?
The end was actually real bad. Yeah. I got myself in a bit of trouble too.
Nice.
Have you seen any giants around?
And he checked it for. You said giant, and he was checking his pocket for a quick second. Giants, no.
Okay, cool. Have you heard any giants, or what sounds did they just roar?
Wow.
Or any boulders?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that, dude.
I saw a boulder.
Was it moving or?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just looking between Hephaesta and him.
His head is still on your shoulder.
Yeah, I just and I kind of sidestep and I go over and stand beside Kyle. I think Ivan got it wrong.
Got what wrong?
Tanner, just very quickly, I have a question. Would you consider yourself a multitasker? I tell you what, I'm quite partial to a bit of snowboarding back in my day. My advice for the moment is you and your friends, if you want to just shred some powder and just get yourself back down to the cabins, maybe you can get a pot of hot cocoa going for Fia and for Hephaesta, and we will find your friends and get them back to safety.
Sick. You talk like an old person.
Yes, quite gnarly indeed.
Kyle hears him call someone who isn't Kyle old and sheds a single tear.
From his middle eye.
It gets into his other eye. It stings.
See, we were going to do that. We were going to go down and check out and get some help.
If you're too scared, then stay here. That's fine.
What's your damage, Grandpa? Did he hit his head? Did he wipe out?
Kind of. Yeah. He's got a completely different personality from what we knew.
Real tragic.
Yeah.
But also possibly divine intervention.
I don't know what that is.
Radical.
Cool.
Sorry.
See, me and the gang were having like a crunchy time on the POW. Like, you wouldn't believe it. You said boulder?
Yeah.
There was a boulder, and I almost bailed on it, but I didn't. And he flexes a little.
Does it actually do anything?
No, it's just you're full as the snowsuit just crumples a little bit.
Telepathically to Hephaesta, Kyle says, "Stop cock blocking Fia."
I am trying to get information. You have to get down to their level.
No, you don't.
The only way it works.
He ends the connection.
But like, the boulder wasn't there, and then it was.
Almost like it moved into that
The
place.
Guy.
Yeah.
But like, Harper,
Yeah.
totally hard sale.
Do you have any idea where your friends might be? When did you lose them?
Oh, about like 3 hours ago.
Where did you lose them?
Back that way. And he points to the direction the red flags are going, and they are climbing again.
I don't want to go up anymore.
Sebastian just kind of like... A yard sale is when a skier or snowboarder just wipes out and loses some of their belongings on the slope.
Oh, okay.
You speak giant and douchebag?
Quite the common misconception is he's actually just a giant douchebag.
Nathaniel?
He's still alive.
He's in there somewhere.
Okay. I'll escort the tourists back down. The four of you find the belongings. See if you can pick up a trail. See if he's under the boulder.
But what if we meet the giants? You're the only one who can speak to them. If you're going to go back down.
See if you can find the tourists. We'll deal with the giants when I get back.
What time of day is it now?
It is very much late evening.
Of course it is.
It's probably going to take you some time to like get down and get back up. Maybe we might just camp here by the fire, because trying to search for stuff at night on the side of a mountain and it's snow, and I don't know how to deal with snow. Hephaesta doesn't know how to deal with snow. Ivan's still learning how to walk. You know. We'll be here at the fire.
Like heroes.
Exactly. Heroes know their limits.
Yeah. We're no good if we're dead.
I actually might be dead when you come back. So just brace for that.
Thinks his head's going to explode or
Yeah.
something.
Sebastian just pinches the bridge of his nose, rolls his shoulders, lets out a sigh, and just shuffles the three tourists down the slope. And Tanner just calls out, "So we'll meet up later, yeah?"
Totally, dude.
And then you just hear like laughing coming from the two half-elves that are like, "You're in there, guy. Yeah, you're so in there." They head back down, like Sebastian's leading them rather gallantly down the mountain towards the village of Littlehorn once more.
Be sure to hold Sebastian's hand and don't get lost.
And they aren't. Tanner is now holding Sebastian's hand,
Oh my god.
and the half-elves are holding his hand.
That's kind of cute.
For Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian wishes his head would explode. He now speaks douchebag fluently the whole way down the mountain to them, describing the slopes and whatnot. Yeah, the four of you are huddled around the campfire.
This sucks.
Yeah. This is not what I expected our day to turn out to be.
We have an enormous bed back at the town.
I do miss it.
It's like, why do we have to be heroes? I don't want to, like, everywhere we go have to do this kind of stuff all the time.
Money.
We haven't got money in ages off anyone.
I would like to remind everybody we're not doing this for money. We are doing this for Hedona. We are soldiers of Hedona.
We still need to eat, soldier.
Yes, but we also...
Whoa, hang on. Since when are we soldiers of Hedona?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got Mark II. Sorry, but you're in this.
Hang on. I got branded like common cattle. That doesn't make me a soldier of Hedona.
You have been chosen.
I unchoose it.
No, you didn't get to make the choice. Hedona made the choice.
Did I?
Yes.
Did she?
Yes,
did
she did. Yes, yeah.
Great. Oh, that's great. Fuck off, Hedona.
Do right by love.
Take a D4 of psychic damage.
3. 2. Ivan.
1.
Stop that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all being children. I mean, I don't know what was going on before I got here, but I'm incredibly disappointed in the caliber of this group.
Do you know what? You haven't been in this group very long, so you don't get to have an opinion. You're the one coming in with us.
I've been a soldier of Hedona for quite some time.
Yes, and Hedona chose us. So are you questioning her judgment then?
No, I'm just here to make sure that you are doing the job that was prescribed.
You don't know what the job is, though. You've been very vocal about it.
Actually, I think you'll find I do know what the job is.
Then why didn't you get it right the first time and she just send you back again?
Ooh.
Well, I'm not privy to that. I don't have much of a memory past.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Ivan.
Okay. I get a +3 to that. So
It's actually not very much.
better than nothing. 19.
When Fia spits those words at you, a shiver just cuts through you. It's not the wind, it's not the cold, it's something entirely different. And you see yourself standing on a ridge, looking down into a wasteland. It's not supposed to look like that. And you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you feel someone taking you in their arms, and you feel the tears and the sobs welling up inside you. And you just hear Hedona say, "I'm sorry."
As I am looking Fia in the face, I just start to cry. And I say, well, we have a big day ahead. I'm going to get some sleep. And I turn away.
Hey, come here. Put over there.
Hey, come over there.
Jesus Christ!
Come here, and then we're gonna go over there.
He walks over, a little huffy. Not at Hephaesta, just a little huffy in general.
Yeah, you fucking better not be.
I'm staring at Ivan's back while the two of them.
Yeah, you keep an eye on him.
Sure, yeah.
My muscles are rippling.
What muscles?
Warm. It's like a furry snake.
And I drag him just a few feet away, and I'm just like, hey, I told Fia earlier. Fia knows, she's clued in. That fortune teller that told me that her siblings are missing also told me that we've met somebody recently that we cannot trust. Well, that I've met somebody recently. But anyway, you're meeting who I'm meeting. More or less.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Ivan.
We've met a lot of really untrustworthy people. We met
Right.
a hag who tried to kill you.
Well,
I suppose that's not meeting. You already met her, but
Yeah.
we met your ex who tried to kill you.
Not meeting, knew her.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, well, I met them. Oh, you're not me. That's the issue, really, isn't it? That's the
It
problem.
usually is, yeah.
That's the problem. Okay. No, understood.
So, we will meet more, but it very much so sounded like somebody who was going to be around for a while.
Okay.
Gotta be Ivan. Could be other people. I'm wary of everybody. But Ivan is with us now and for always. So don't trust him.
Okay.
Don't hurt him,
No,
but don't trust him.
I can do
Keep all 3 of your eyes open.
until I explode into a fine mist.
If you could not, that'd actually be really inconvenient.
Yeah.
So,
I've actually got plans that it would interfere with.
like living.
Oh, no, I just wanted to get brunch.
As soon as we get back down from this mountain, I promise.
Okay. Thank you for filling in.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Kyle.
Jeez.
Exploding head. Exploding head.
That's a 5.
Okay, give me a roll of a d10, please.
That's also a 5.
When Hephaesta calls attention to the eye again, you're already self-conscious enough about it, but now that Heffy's doing it, it stings a little. The eye gets really hot.
13?
What's your spell save DC?
Oh, God.
I think it's more than that, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
One of them is 13 and one of them is 14.
Ooh.
We'll go with the 14. It's more fun. Okay.
It's a good question, Sam.
Oh.
Good question that I've been
17.
forced into.
Sorry?
25.
Excuse me?
27. 30. Take 35 necrotic damage,
I really need my
Hephaesta,
friends to stop killing me.
as
down?
a
Just about.
inky black ray of enervation energy shoots out of the eye from Kyle's forehead and strikes you dead on. Kyle, you recover half that.
I don't need it.
Well, you recover half of it.
Give it back!
Yeah, this thing shoots out of your third eye, strikes Hephaesta, and there's a connection there for a moment. There is a very oh, our energies are linked. Oh, your energy's mine now. And the enervation ray just pulls life out of her, and you feel slightly stronger. For the next 10 minutes, Hephaesta, you have disadvantage on dex saving throws, and Kyle, you have advantage.
Great.
What the fuck?
Kyle panics and shoves his head face first into the snow. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It wasn't me.
Ow! Ow!
It was the eye. I don't control the eye. It's not my eye. It's someone else's eye. I'm so sorry.
Ow!
I'm cold. Pity me. He doesn't say
I'm cold and lifeless.
I'm sorry. Hang on. I can cure you. And he kind of is waving his hands in the air.
He just doesn't care.
Hey! Oh.
I can cure you.
Okay.
I have to touch you to do it. I don't want to show the eye again.
I reach over and I pat his hand.
He casts Cure Wounds at 3rd level for 3d8 plus 2. That's not an 8. Genuinely panicked. 15 plus 2, 17. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, Kyle's hand just glances against yours and he holds it, and he's trembling a little bit. You don't know if that's guilt, fear, or cold. And as he does, there is kind of a radiant warmth that kind of emanates from him, and he kind of lights up a little bit. It seeps into you. You still feel gross. You still feel it's like you've just taken medicine. And, the medicine makes me better, but it doesn't work for ages. So.
Kyle, do you have a sash or something that you could use to cover that thing, maybe?
It really wouldn't fit the look I'm going for.
Would you rather kill someone of us? Or
No, not you.
Yeah. Maybe cover it up for a while.
Okay. I was going to just pack it full of snow. Do I feel what it feels?
You can try.
Don't anger it.
You might get brain freeze.
Please.
Okay, hang on. Someone give me a strip of cloth or something. Someone give me a strip of cloth. Anyone?
Do you not have anything with all your clothes?
Ivan tucks all his strips deeper into his pocket.
Which he's famous for having.
Okay, no, hang on, let me. And I keep digging and I keep digging and I find like really old bandages down at the bottom of my bag.
There we go.
Used bandages.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
This is
Fun.
it's either a cursed dress or this.
I know. Hang on, give me it.
Here you go.
He faces away from everyone and starts to tie it around himself.
Okay. Purely just for the sake of it, a roll of a d20. You can add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see how this comes off.
That's 9.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So you tried to do a thing. You tried to do like a turban or a wrap or something. And instead what you've kind of done is you've just made a mess of the bandages around your head. You look like the Halloween mummy that everyone's mom made them be.
With little tufts of
Of your hair kind of cotton sticking out a small bit. The eye is covered, but you look awful.
I'm going to murder Jim Jam Flim Flam. I'm going to kill him.
You are not going to touch that precious little bean.
You say that. Maybe I'll just point my eye at him.
Do you want me to just tie it normally? Like what?
What do you mean tied normally? It is tied normally.
It's beautiful. It looks great.
Hephaesta.
It looks great.
No.
Sometimes we lie to our friends.
Everybody give me a constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Is it for me?
Yeah, no, you too.
Oh.
You're all outside. So.
I'm warmed by my smugness.
Oh, okay.
8.
15.
You said it was a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. A sweet little 22.
Yeah, nice. Kyle?
15.
Okay, that's fine.
8.
Okay.
Natural one.
Okay.
So happy you're here.
I am wearing furs. Does that help?
I made a fire.
I tell you what, purely because you're made of fire and you finally argued that thing that going up a mountain in the winter you should have said, ages ago, you can re-roll that one. Okay.
That was an 11.
Okay, no, it's still not good.
Okay.
I am factoring in the fact you are wearing furs because you all did go out of your way.
Well, we did.
Yeah, to shop.
He didn't.
He's still walking around in a slip.
Deeply diaphanous, very flowy, beautiful, very cold.
I mean, if we were doing a photo shoot up here, you would hard sell that outfit.
Yeah.
Climbing a mountain in heels.
That's true.
And you were the only one who's dead standing.
Can't bring a hoe down.
Slay.
We stand.
I've been kind of next to the fire, and Kyle just being used to not wearing a lot, and the cold. You've kind of acclimatized to it a little bit. You're both a bit shivery. It is like, oh God, yeah, it is cold. Even the campfire isn't doing its best to hold that back a small bit. But Fia and Hephaesta, the two of you, you are city slickers. You are like the bustling metropolis that is Tezrab. You're used to your creature comforts. You're used to your blanket and your pajamas and your mugs of hot cocoa and your mugs of hot alcohol that you tell people, they're soaked in hot alcohol. Yeah. And the cold here is different. It's not just, it's not that romantic. Oh God, it's so nice out in the city. I love these fall mornings when I get my pumpkin spice latte and my pumpkin spice alcohol. Yes. And it's very terrible. Mm-hmm. Both of you take a point of exhaustion.
Great. Can I put on Marilla's leg warmers now that I'm starting to feel...
Yes, it's too late to stave off the exhaustion, but you, having pulled them out of your bag, Fia, to give them to Kyle, you suddenly remember the leg warmers that Marilla made for Nate, that he gave you, and you put them straight on. Instantly, you are the perfect temperature for this space right now. You are neither too hot or too cold. You are in heaven. But exhausted.
Sweet. Okay. Well, it is nighttime. I suppose we can all try and get some sleep.
Can I produce flame a warm little ground hole in the snow.
To climb into.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The word pictures you paint. The three of you kind of huddle together. Ivan's fallen asleep wrapped in furs next to the fire, and he is snoring away to himself.
Yeah.
Hephaesta, you consider producing flame and burning him. Instead, you use it to just strengthen the fire a little bit, and you do burn a ground hole, I believe.
I just want to melt the snow around where we are.
Okay.
So there's less.
How is that a ground hole?
Well, I was thinking, like, just a hole in the ground, in the snow, a hole in the snow.
That's a ground hole.
A hole in the ground in the snow by the Rathbog and the bog down in the Vale.
By Ivan snoring.
A hole in the snow.
Okay, you want to melt the snow away.
That uncovers the ground. So that we can sit on the ground instead of the snow.
So you make your ground hole in the snow. You clear away a little bit of Hephaesta. Like you're just pointing your hands, and the snow is just melting away. You catch a couple of things actually catch fire, which is fine because stuff burns. It's actually cool. Yeah, it's great.
Warm.
But then you see some of it. Some of it it's not like first few bits of branches, a couple of leaves. Now there's like a satchel. There's a full-on satchel on fire.
Stomp it out. Stomp
Great,
the fire out.
Okay.
Just stomp on the glue.
No. Hephaesta, throw it in the snow. Throw it in the snow. Don't stomp on it.
Oh yeah. I just give it a kick into the snow.
into the ground hole.
No, out of the ground hole into the snow.
As you go to stomp and Fia protests just to kick it into the snow, so you give it a good thwack. It falls into the snow. It rolls around. Yep. A couple of things spill out of it. There's some chapstick.
Need that up here.
You do. There's a menthol stick. There's some incense sticks. There's like a little pocket mirror. There's a smaller little purse inside it. You see a couple of like shiny stones, and there is a couple. Great, we've got her distracted. Everybody else,
you guys go investigate.
Yeah.
There's a little purse that jangles with coins.
Can I go pick it up and look at it, see if there's any identifying marks on the purse or the bag or?
No, it's kind of. It looks to be. It's definitely kind of an outdoorsy thing. This isn't a. Walking through the streets, girl about town bag. This is walking up the slopes, girl about the mountain bag.
With her incense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to have been packed for a trip up the mountain.
Okay.
Inside, you do as you're kind of rummaging through everything. There is actually there's a little picture of, and you recognize the two half elves. You recognize Tanner, the Air Ganassi, and there's two other people. This must be Harper and Birdie, an Earth Ganassi and a human woman.
I hold up the picture and I go, I'm so fucking great at this. This is the bag for one of the missing people. They must be nearby. We don't even have to go up the mountain anymore.
Okay, lead the way.
I don't know where they are. Just close.
Right.
Kyle, it's nighttime. It'd be quite dangerous for us to go trekking away from here now at night.
He summons a mode of light on his finger using the light cantrip. We could, I don't know, might keep us warm walking. Look, we could at least try the immediate surrounding area. If the stuff is right here.
Sure. Let's search around here, I suppose.
Okay.
For the next 10 minutes, I just walk around, hunch over, melting a circle of snow. Investigating for.
I just imagine the sight of Hephaesta going around like this with the hands out on the
Miss
ground.
Blow, that's her name. You've got a fucking job after this campaign. Okay. Ivan, fast asleep.
Yep.
Kyle, Fia, and Hephaesta investigating your surroundings. So you're kind of still staying up here on this clearing, looking around.
In a 10-foot circle of Ivan's body.
Okay.
Wow, great investigation.
Over there. I think we have to drag Ivan with us. Just Hephaesta with you holding your ankle, just dragging you around. Okay, make perception or investigation checks for me, and then because y'all have 1 point of exhaustion, is it not disadvantage on your ability checks?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can I guide myself with it?
Sure. So you're one hand up lighting and one hand touching your boob.
So even with disadvantage, that's 13 for me.
Okay. Did you get another fucking now?
I did.
Oh, perception 22.
Oh, was that it?
Okay. So, as
Sorry, I would love the idea now. This is like, I found. Oh no, it's Ivan.
Fia and Kyle, again, Fia sort of a little bit frazzled from the cold, Kyle a little bit frazzled from the eye and that. The two of you are a little reluctant to wander too far away from this little base that you have and Ivan's sleeping corpse and the campfire. But you do, again, like I said, there are these stone paths that have been laid here. Both of you, even though you're kind of coming at it from different points, you kind of arrive together at this one little crossroads. There's a little wooden post with an arrow pointing east. It's down some steps, and now the steps do cut through that thicket of trees that I'd mentioned. And at the very end, these steps go down very, very quickly. It's like a slope that kind of winds around the mountainside. You both kind of see the sign, and it just says the Gregs.
Sausage roll.
Kyle, though, something else catches your eye. You're not, and it's not your eyes, it's your eye. Your third eye looks up. Something just blurred through the clouds overhead. Very, very fast.
Hey, something's overhead. Let's maybe get out of let's maybe go down these steps and out of the open. Something up there. There's something up there. Fia.
Do you want to wake Ivan, or will I do it?
I wanted to show off that we'd found something, but now I can't gloat as much as I'd like to.
I'll do it. I go over and I give him a shove at my foot.
The both of you turn back to Ivan, and you just see Hephaesta in the distance. Hephaesta, you have found another matter of factoid.
Oh my god! No!
Get lost.
Mountains can be rocky and barren. Some have trees growing on their sides, and very high mountains have snow on their peaks. Like this one.
I burned the sign.
Fair enough. You just direct your burning hands at the... Take that, science.
How about this peak, bitch?
You go get her. I'll wake him.
From where he's standing, he just psychically is like, oi.
Oi.
I'm not moving, so you have to come to me.
What?
Something's up there. We need to get out. We need to get outside and get hidden.
Shit. I run.
Yeah, I go over and I gently boot him with my foot. Just to more rock him than anything else. Try and rock him awake. Ivan!
Kick him in the kidneys.
Okay, I give him a stronger boot. Ivan!
What?
I've never heard somebody wake up so awake. What?
It's called character work, okay, guys? It says a lot about who Ivan is as a person.
Kyle spotted something flying above us. We need to get hidden. Come on.
Without moving, I use Divine Sense. So, any celestial fiend or undead, 60 feet.
Kyle just starts bing, bing, bing.
And
There's nothing binging above, it's just Kyle.
Okay, I get up and I squint my eyes at.
Do you like these stairs, shithead? We found some stairs. How do you like those?
Are you?
Sorry, you're not a shithead. I got excited. Get out of the fucking open,
You've got
please.
shit on your head.
And it looks fabulous.
Horrendous.
Look, get out. Come on. Go.
Actually, no, stay there. You're fine. You can handle it. Do it for love. Bye. Starts to walk down the steps.
Okay.
I really wanted that to fire back on you.
Damn it, shit! And rolls down the stairs. You're all following Kyle as he boots it down the steps. They are steep. They are slippery. But it is that sort of like adrenaline panic that's kind of keeping you on your feet the whole way down. And it feels like you're, I was about to say it, but I'll just have to go with it, coming round the mountain.
When
Hephaesta comes.
Stairs. What? That's what we were doing.
Okay. Right.
What are you doing, stepladder?
Instantly, Kyle, your feet finds snow, thick, heavy snow, and because you've been walking around up on the stone paths up above, it's that you take a step in and you sink. The winds overhead and that fall of snow as you've been climbing the mountains has picked up, and it is becoming a snowstorm. Behind you, you hear the footsteps of Fia, Hephaesta, and Ivan, and just when you kind of catch yourself and you kind of find your balance again, and you're kind of half thrudging, and you're kind of up to your knee in snow. At the end of this slope and the plateau that you're now on, immediately to your right, you just see a huge cave that has a lip kind of almost carved out of the mountain. And in front of you, there are dozens of boulders, huge mounds of rocks, and just stacked meticulously is the word I would use. Next to the mouth of the cave, you see several very large clay pots.
This is probably the Gregs. There's a Gregs here. There was a sign for Gregs. Saying Gregs.
Wait. It might be the giant.
Giants.
Do you think? Sorry. I bit off the last part of that. I'm sorry. I'm snappy. I'm cold. I'm sorry.
You need a good night's sleep.
No, I haven't.
No, you need one.
Oh, yes.
You have quite large bags under your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are a bag. You're a big ball bag of a man.
Yeah. Actually, on the third one as well, it's quite bad. It's actually peeking below the bandage.
Hang on till I see if I can exercise you or something. Hang on.
Send you right back where you came from.
I got nothing.
I can check.
Oh, honey, don't go in there alone.
No. And I whip out my vibrator. What was it called?
Oh, okay.
What was it actually called?
The rod of vibration.
Well, because that's better.
Yes.
Oh.
I whip out the rod of vibration and I turn it on.
You glad you said that?
Yes.
You see Hephaesta kind of reach down into the bag on her side, and she pulls out a large cylindrical silver rod. It's the thing she got from Jim Jam Flim Plam's Lucky Dip box. She gives it a rattle, and it makes a kind of a sound inside, and then Hephaesta, immediately your teeth start vibrating, your whole body starts vibrating.
So I just want to know, which setting is it on? Is
Is it constant or is it one of
is it one of those that pulse?
Yeah, it's on pulse. It's very, very strange, the sensation. It's not terrifying, it's not, but it just literally it's a constant tremble coming from the rod. The vibrations kind of flow through you and into the ground. You can feel Kyle. You can feel Fia. You can feel Ivan. Yeah. And as it kind of waves and pulses out, there's lots of things in that cave. Only 2 of them. There's 2 moving around.
They feel big.
They feel really big.
Oh yeah. Time to party.
I was just getting started.
So I tuck the rod away back into my bag. And I turn to the others and I go, there's two of them in that cave, at least moving around. There's 2 of them up in there.
So either we stay here between the giants and then what's up flying above us, or go back to the fire and stay warm, try and sleep, but then the thing is flying above us. What do we do?
Go on, Ivan.
Oh no, you all have it figured out. I'm just waiting on your cue.
Oh no, you said you're here to take charge.
Oh no, you seemingly are the experts. You told me that quite clearly, Fia. So please step up.
I want to punch him so bad.
I mean, you can hurt Nate's body a little bit. It's fine.
Okay. Riding on our coattails aside, none of us can speak giant. Are they immediately in there? Could we get in and tuck ourselves away somewhere?
Can I tell how deep they were in the cave?
Oh.
Your sense of the cave beyond a corridor from this mouth leading out into a fairly large chamber, and from that then several smaller chambers off of it.
So there's a bit of a system in there and it feels like they're toward the back. We might be able to get in the front, but I don't know.
Okay. And is that wise? Should we announce us? It's kind of rude. We're intruders if we go in hidden.
Well, we don't speak giant.
No, we don't.
So
we sure don't.
We can announce ourselves, but don't know if they will understand or just smash.
Tough one.
Or we could just stay here.
No, it's very cold.
I know, but
Was the thing overhead big enough that Kyle saw?
It was big.
Yeah, no, let's not. Let's go inside.
okay.
Let's go inside. Maybe it's that pet. Maybe they have a pet up there flying around, little budgie. Little giant budgie.
A little giant budgie.
Little giant budgie.
Sounds unlikely.
I'll go first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It wasn't an altruistic thing. I just will.
Kyle, reluctantly leading the group towards the mouth of the cave. You pass these boulders, these mounds of rock, pots, and you step foot inside. There is a warmth coming out of the cave. As you kind of draw closer, it is that oh, have these people got central heating? Is there's something? The cave descends down into the mountain itself. And you see it plain as day, and it kind of shakes you to your core a little bit. There's a fire burning at the bottom. Sitting atop it, there is a huge vat. And inside it, you see a man, unconscious, very athletic, very asleep, or very dead. You can't tell from here, but he's sitting in basically a pot.
Like a human man, or is it a giant?
Yeah, human man.
There's a guy in a pot down there.
What?
How fast does he look like? Does he look like one of the ones in the photo?
The 2 in the picture, Harper and Birdie. Harper Earth Ganassi, and it was a human woman. And this is a human man.
Right, of course. Genders exist.
So is this one?
No, it was just 2 women missing.
Should we get him out of the pot?
I don't want to piss off the giants.
Let's leave him to boil then.
When you say it like that, it sounds so mean.
Is there any giants around the pot, or just the pot?
You're only kind of looking down into that chamber, and
Right.
you can just see the fire pit as opposed to the ground hole, and the large metal vat on top of it filled with water and the man inside.
Can I sneak a bit forward to get a better look?
Give me a stealth check. Disadvantage.
Oh, fuck me. I lost a natural 20. That's a 12.
You crouch down. The others have come in far enough to get a look at it, and Ivan, Hephaesta, Kyle, you see kind of Fia slink down a little bit. When you move, under your boots, some dirt and gravel kind of crunches. Not loud enough to like echo or anything, but it is that kind of like, oh, this is not an easy thing to slink through. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we'll pause there.
How do I get it?
That's me.
Wait, some of that loot.
You've been listening to Romancing the Dungeon with Sam, Amber, James, Louise, and myself, Declan, your Dungeon Master. We're back in 2 weeks for another episode and to find out just who that body in the bathtub/cauldron possibly belongs to. But more on that in 2 weeks' time. Until then, do make sure you're checking us out on social media at D8Dungeon. We've a nifty little Discord. You can follow us on twitch.tv/D8Dungeon2. There's like loads of stuff out there. It's 2023. That was the first episode. I can only promise you that it's going to be way more dramatic, way more chaotic, way more sad. But no, you're in for a blast. We've almost finished recording all of season 2, and I cannot wait for you to hear just how this plays out. Big thank you to Ralph is Redacted for our title card artwork, and as always, goes to Red Mountain for that super, super cool theme song. We will see you in 2 weeks.
Hephaesta, give me a dex saving throw.
No! Am I 10 feet in? Maybe like I am on this side and Kyle's on that side. And
No, it specifically only affects Kyle.
You're 12 feet away.
Why did I do this to myself?